You're all doing well. Tuesday morning. Someone's been in my truck Monday. Decided to mess around with the radio, so now I've lost all my stations. Don't know why they're fucking around with it, it's annoying. I might start taking the face off so they can't fucking have it at all. Pardon my language. Oh, they messed with my seat as well.
Turn right, on the road.
So, miserable, rainy day. Just doesn't feel right. I think there's something changed on this seat. I think they changed the camber on it. So, looks like I've got a lot on today. I've just climbed on the back and I'm top heavy again, quite a lot of stuff. And just had to re-strap some of it down. So actually I'm not sure if a driver's been in here. I'm not sure if the truck went out on Monday.
Turn left, Mellstrop Road
or
north.
if it's
Then
been to
go around the roundabout, third exit.
if it's been to the garage or not, because it's like, you know, when you take your car to the garage and you get a plastic seat cover on, there's one on the floor over there and there's a mat on the floor, paper mat on the floor here, but the floor's wet, so it was parked up last night. I don't understand why the floor's wet unless there's a leak in here, but I've never noticed that before. So I'm on my way to Stoke now, about an hour and 20 minutes away. Depends on the traffic really.
Check your speed.
Yeah, my speed's good, thank you very much. I've had a few questions about pay recently, and a bit of confusion as to how it works out. Well, it all depends on the company you work for. If you're on a fixed
After 300
salary,
yards, turn right.
it doesn't matter what you put your taco on, really doesn't matter. And if you're on an hourly rate, which a lot of them are, but it works out that, say you work 8 hours in the day, so it's the time you pick up your keys and then the time you drop them off, so it's a full 8 hours. So basically you charge them 8 hours minus 45 minutes break. Now if the company says they don't pay for POA, which is basically means you're waiting around, say getting loaded or something like that, if the company don't pay for that, then there's something wrong with that company really. They're a bit tight, and if they're screwing you over for that, because you start there still waiting, you know, you should still be getting paid. If they're screwing you over for that, they're probably going to screw you over for something else. So that's roughly how it works for your wages. You know what you get paid at. On an agency, which is been working for a couple of agencies now, I would just bill them exactly as I just said. I would also bill them for my mileage. A lot of companies, to attract new drivers or to attract new customers to them, will often say, "Oh, we'll pay you mileage," but then not mention it when you get there, and hopes that you don't mention it. So I'd always put down my mileage as well, trip the meter in my car to see how far it is, and I mean they'll do it on their computer anyway, and sometimes they try and pinch a bit here and there, but you know, at least you're getting some mileage back off. Some of them also pay for your dinner as well, or pay so much towards your dinner, so that's well worth writing down as well. You usually get like a form, and just fill that in. That's all I can think of for now. If I think of anything else to do with pay, I'll let you know, but that's roughly how it works. If you are working for a company and they don't pay POA, just leave it on other work. You know, just say, what was you doing there? Say, well, I was sorting the load out whilst I was waiting to get sorting this out whilst I was waiting to get this done or whatever. I think I've just started off in 4th gear. No, I haven't. Second gear. Second gear. So I'm expecting the motorway, the M60 to be really busy this morning. Bit of drizzle. It was busy yesterday morning. I was actually working yesterday, but I wasn't working in a truck. I was working in a van. So yesterday I was a white van man. It was a van, it was like a pickup type van, and I had like a tent on the back to protect the products. And every time I got out, it rained. So literally, I forgot my gloves because I was in this wagon. So every time I had to get out and take this weight and get the stuff out, I had to take this tent thing off the back and pull all these bungees. My hands were filthy. So it wasn't a great day yesterday. Still not very well. Some paracetamol this morning. Don't know what's wrong with me, but if like this next week I'll go to doctors, but other than that, I'll just see if I fix myself. I usually do. So there's more questions that have been asked over the weekend on YouTube. What I will do eventually, if I get enough subscribers, I'll probably just start a Facebook page so you can message me directly then and I can answer you straight away. Or I might just save them all up and just do a video with them all. I just don't want to bore you all with you know, just one that's talking all the time. Mind you, this is how it is, you know, I've just showed you how the job is, you know, so I mean, yeah, I'm here to entertain you kind of, but I'm also here to show you just how I do my job. Right, I think it's time to stop at the shop. Need to get today's supplies. This is my local shops. I'm quite handy really, I live like 2 minutes away from work. Let's plonk it here. I think I need to clean my windscreen on the inside. It was a nightmare to get out this road, Reddish Road. I was hoping to get on the motorway before 7 o'clock, because now it's going to be rammed. Just stopped off to get a cup of tea from McDonald's. I need brews to function in the morning.
Go straight
I want
on
a good real brews.
M6.
I've been to this one before. This is the one with the awful parking.
Turn left, Campbell Place. Then you have reached your destination.
I don't think this place is open yet, but we'll soon find out. See if we can get around this corner. bloody cones.
Right, let's see if this place is open. I don't think it is yet.
So, here's what we have for today. So this one is having these three, which are quite heavy, and some glue, I believe. I think the glue is going to be that one, which is correct. So, fair bit of weight there. It's all towards the back. I thought it was going to be fuller actually at this end of the wagon, but it's obviously not. So all that's got to come off by forklift. I can't, there's no way that's coming off by handball, not a chance. But these three here, these are heavy. Oh, actually they're not heavy, but I think they're fragile. Well, gotta wait for this place to open now, so about 20-minute wait. So I'm not really a happy bunny. I've just put my gloves on and they're wet. So someone's been using my gloves yesterday. I need to have a word with whoever's driving this on a Monday. Not happy bunny at all. Okay, managed to get a check off him in the end, but I've wasted nearly an hour now at this place. What can you do? Okay, this bit of a blind reverse this. Can't quite see the gates. So I had a good look at it before I started the manoeuvre. Oh yeah, I've got it. Just mind the mirrors on the fence post though. Okay, so that's done. I've just got out of the yard because someone wanted to get in. It's quite easy to drop, but I just couldn't find a place. Just thought I'd mention when you've got a load like I have and it's quite top heavy, it's not quite in the centre. Now when it's not quite in the centre, slight movement of the truck left and right, it will cause the straps to become a little bit loose, and then the goods can slide around a little bit. So on bendy roads like this is not too bad, this bend I'm on now, but when it starts to get a little bit sharper, just take your time a little bit more and try to keep the truck as level as possible to stop it from sliding around and moving around. Because the last thing you want to do is be in the back of the truck moving stuff by hand, and especially with the weight that's on there now, it's just ridiculous to try and move that by hand. So just be mindful of that on bends. Just take it easy a bit, and you've always got to have in the back of your mind what the cargo is doing in the back, and if you keep that in mind, you shouldn't really go too wrong. Don't worry about cars being slow behind you or them like getting frustrated because you're going slow. Stuff them. It's basically making sure your load's safe. And if your load was to shift because you was being rushed by cars, which you should never be, they'll still blame you anyway. So just take it easy. Okay, just on this one there, home address, drop number 3, I think. Just found all look like spit or coffee or something all down there. Just had to clean it. Another happy bunny. So this is my list. Normally this list comes up to about there, about halfway, and today it's gone on to 2 pages. So I'm on drop. Well, I'm on the way to drop 4 now, which is in Litchfield, and there's 19 drops in total today. Drop 12, which is a regular one, they've got quite a bit by the look of this. So there's a few here I've not seen before. There's a few that I do know, which is good, because I can just go straight in without having to mess around on that. I think it's going to be a late one tomorrow. Definitely going to be a late one. Another one where it's the address is just Birmingham Road. As you can imagine, Birmingham Road is quite a big road, so I've just had to pull over and give them a call. A number would have been nice, you know, a building number or a junction of another street. There we have again, Travis Perkins and all their stupid health and safety rules. Faffing around, that's all you do here, is faff. And he's giving me hand directions here that you can barely see because he's giving like literally not using his whole arm. Okay, so I made a decision on this one not to take the truck into the yard. If I had more on board, then I would have taken it to the yard and unloaded it like that. But all I had was 3 boxes. It was fairly heavy, but I managed to get them done in one trip. Didn't want to carry them twice. So I just took some on my shoulder and took them down. So sometimes it's easier just to park up on the street and just carry it if it's, you know, if it's safe to do so, if it's not too heavy. So next is another regular place. This is one that my sat-nav always goes wrong on, but luckily I know it now. The first couple of times it had me confused, but I kind of know now, even when it tells me to turn which way to turn, I'll just ignore it. Every now and again it still throws me off because I forget. So I need to turn around now and head there. It's about 15 minutes away. I'm on drop number. This is drop number 6. So I think I'm sorry. The next one is drop number 6. Yeah, drop number 6 is the next one. I'm hoping to get to drop number 12 today, which is a regular customer who likes to have their stuff before Wednesday. So off we go. Okay, so I've just got to this drop here. As soon as I pulled up and unloaded, as soon as I finished unloading, I'd put the tacho on brake. So I'm just having 15 minutes now. I've got loads of driving time left. The reason I'm having 15 minutes now is I started work at 6:30 this morning and it's now 12:15. So in another 15 minutes, then that's 6 hours working. That's the European working time. So I must have a break before then, otherwise I've broken that. So I'm having 15 minutes, and then later on I can just have the half an hour once my driving time's up. So if my driving time was nearly up, I would have had 45 now, which would have killed both of them. You know, would have done the driving time and the European time. But I've still got loads of driving time left. I've got an hour and a half left of driving. So just had a call from the office, from the transport manager, just asking how I'm going. He said there's quite a lot on today, so he's not sure how that happened, but I'm not complaining, I'm not bothered. It's just whatever they put on, I'll try and deliver. If I can't deliver it, I can't deliver it. I know there's some drivers that are moan like that about that, but what's the point? Just crack on with it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. And don't stress about it if you can't do it. One thing to note when you're on agency, you'll usually get the shittest truck, and you usually get the shittest run, and they'll try and pile as much stuff on as possible, and then try and make you feel like, well, the normal driver does it, you know, or the other agency driver does it, no problem. Guaranteed it's bullshit, and they're just trying it on just to see how much they can get you to do out of it, you know. So just ignore them. They start saying, oh, the other driver can do this and the other driver can do that. Say, well, you can do it next time then, can't he? See ya. Well, just stopped here for get a quick cup of tea, and there's a young kid there. Recognised me. So just spoke to him for 5 minutes, and then off I pop. All done. Didn't get too wet this time, although it's very, very humid. Ooh, truck wash. This vehicle desperately needs washing, but I refuse to wash it on the outside. I'm paying my own money for it. I think the company did say if I get it washed at a truck stop, they'll pay for it. It's a rental, so I'm not really that bothered. If it was a permanent one, then it'd be spotless. So would the wheels. So off on our way to the next one, 45 minutes away. And time-wise, I think I'm doing okay.
After 50 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit.
Okay, so I've just made a massive boo-boo. I've just turned down this road here and I saw the sign saying 12'6", 300 metres ahead. And I thought, well, I must be turning off before then, because my sat-nav's a truck one. I'd forgotten to set the sat-nav to truck only. It was set to car. So it's a good job I was noticed the sign, really. But the other thing is, now I've got 4 minutes to stop. I've got to pull over within 4 minutes and start my brake. So I've just got to find somewhere to stop now. It'll take half an hour. Okay, I've stopped with 1 minute to go. My own fault, really. I got stuck up in traffic and didn't realise the time. So another 1 more minute and I would have been screwed. Well, I would have been screwed if both had pulled me over, but it's never good. There's some parts and double yellow lines here. If get a parking ticket, I get a parking ticket. I'll just pay it. But there's nothing I could do. I couldn't stop on the main road. It's got pips on the pavement, which means that you'll get towed away. I can't believe I didn't change my sat nav to truck. It's a good job I don't just rely on that and just drive under the fucking bridge. But the reason I'm showing you and not editing it out is because it's mistakes people make, and I'm sure more people make them than, you know, pretend they don't. And I just thought you should see that. But luckily, I clocked the bridge sign before I even turned onto the road, and it said 300 yards, and I thought, well, I must be turning, because I don't know the area. I thought, well, the sat nav must be turning me off before then. And then I was watching the sat nav and I was thinking, no, I could see the railway line on the sat nav, and I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna have to stop. So I stopped before I got too close to the bridge, and then I had to reverse back. But I had loads and loads of cars behind me. Well, none of them was beeping. It's probably all calling me a knobhead for not reading the sign, even though I did read it. But there you go, it's my own fault that for not changing the sat nav to truck. So it's been like that all day. But it's not taking me down any routes that I should go down, so I think that's just luck really. So top tip for you, always read road signs and don't do what I did, set the sat nav to car. Let's roll.
Turn left.
Okay, so I've just done this drop now. The next one's an hour away. Don't think I'm going to make it today where I wanted to. So it's going to take me till 5 o'clock to get to this one if there's no traffic. So I'm definitely not going to get it. So I'm going to have to get the other one in the morning.
Turn right, Copper Beach Road.
Well,
Then turn left, Sycamore Road.
I'm absolutely dripping. The very kind security guard has just helped me offload and move everything in the back of the truck. So I've managed to be able to get this one done, but everyone finished at 4:30 though. This is a tight gap. I'm about 3 inches from the car and about 1 inch from the gate. Cleared the car, cleared the gate. No rush.